We're now going to look at performance, which is more about industry standards around specifying entrance matting. First, let's look at slip resistance. For any flooring, slip resistance is very important to consider, taking into account the pendulum test. A pendulum test of 36 or above in both wet and dry conditions is essential for any entrance matting specification, as this will give an overall low slip potential. We then have use classification. This refers to the insert inside the entrance matting, and this needs to be a class 32 or 33 to cater to the heavy duty environment around an entrance matting specification. Load bearing is very important to be aware of whenever you're specifying. Often this is just an overall review of the entrance. It looks at the footfall of an area and whether it is heavy duty or a lower footfall area. Sometimes you'll get requirements from a client who dictates that the entrance is to be used by heavy duty machinery. Then you need to work with the manufacturer to ensure your entrance matting specification will cater to the weight or rolling load of that machinery. A key part of a specification of any product must factor in fire behaviour. The key letters and numbers to be aware of are B, FL, S1. So the letter can be a B or a C, and this refers to the performance of the entrance matting in fire condition and the spread of flame. With entrance matting, the highest rating you can get is a B, that is acceptable. FL refers to flooring, and the S1 refers to the smoke emission. When there is a fire test, it refers to the speed of the spread of flame and how much smoke is generated. To recap, the key letters and numbers to be aware of are B, FL, S1 or C, FL, S1. These are both acceptable ratings for entrance matting when you're specifying. Moving on to light reflectance values, or the LRV rating. Key areas to be aware of is the extremes. So 19, for example, a high LRV rating will show a high contrast between the inserts and the metal parts of the entrance matting, and this can create a strobing effect. The ways to avoid a high LRV when you're specifying aluminium is to ensure it has an anodised finish, even in silver. The matte finish of anodisation will bring the LRV down to a suitable level. So, the other end of the scale, a 2 for example, is a very dark floor. This can create the effect of a hole in the floor to some disabilities, which is clearly very important to avoid. Sometimes LRV will be dictated from the client. You'll be given a certain value which you'll be required to meet for all the flooring, and most entrance matting will have a certain contrast. It's important that the contrast isn't too great. The LRV of the entrance matting shouldn't differ too dramatically from the LRV of the flooring beyond. Working with your client, they will give you a value, and working with your entrance matting manufacturer will ensure your specification meets that value.